Hello everyone. In this video we're going to be solving a functional equations. Functional equations are fun. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. So we have a function defined from real numbers to real numbers, and we are supposed to find f of x y plus 1 is equal to x times f of y minus f of x plus 6. Alright, so let's get started. Usually with functional equations, you test some specific values such as f of 1, f of 0. It's almost always helpful to find those values. So we're going to start by replacing y with 0. Let's go ahead and do that, because that's going to give us useful information. It's also good that y equals 0, is going to allow us to get rid of x and y at the same time, which is kind of nice. So if you substitute y equals 0, you get f of 1 equals x times f of 0. Obviously in this case we don't know what x is, but that's okay, minus f of x plus 6. Now from here we can kind of isolate f of x. Let's go ahead and put the f of x on the left hand side and everything else on the right hand side. So we're kind of getting something like f of 0 times x on the right hand side plus 6 minus f of 1. Great. So it's kind of nice because we got something that looks like a linear function. Why do I say that? Because f of 0 is constant, f of 1 is constant. So we have a constant times x plus another constant, which is a linear function. Something that looks like mx plus b. All right. So at this point, we can safely say that, or we can do some substitution, right? Let's go ahead and replace or call whatever f of 0 with a, and let's call this expression b. So we get something like f of x equals ax plus b. Awesome. This really simplifies the process. Now, how am I going to find the values of a and b, right? I don't really have anything except for the original equation. So I can go ahead and substitute this into the original problem. So let's go ahead and do that. Replace x with xy plus 1 and see what happens. So f of xy plus 1 based on this equation is going to be a times xy. So I should probably use parentheses there, right? Okay, so replacing x with xy plus 1, we get a times the quantity xy plus 1 plus b. That is f of xy plus 1. Now the right hand side gives me what? X times f of y. F of y is ay plus b, because f of x is ax plus b, so we can replace x with y. And then minus f of x, which is ax plus b, as you know, that was our assumption, plus 6. Great, we got an awesome equation, and guess what? We got rid of the f notation. So all we have is like a polynomial equation. Let's go ahead and simplify both sides. We get axy plus a plus b, and then on the right hand side we get axy plus bx minus ax minus b plus 6. Let's go ahead and simplify the right hand side a little bit more. We get axy plus b minus a times x plus 6 minus b. Okay, now when you compare the right hand side and the left hand side, this function is defined from reals to reals. So this is valid for all real values of x and y, which means that we can kind of compare the coefficients of the terms. We have a polynomial in two variables on both sides. Here we have the axy and xy, so they nicely cancel out. On the right hand side we have a linear equation, but on the left hand side we have a constant, because a and b are constants. So it's impossible unless the coefficient of x is equal to 0. When it is 0, we got rid of the x. Now we have the equality of two constants, therefore they have to be equal, which means that 6 minus b needs to equal a plus b, which is our constant on the left hand side. Great. This gives us what? A system of two equations. Let's go ahead and solve it. So this gives me b minus a is equal to 0 and a plus b is equal to 6 minus b. The first equation gives me something super duper nice, which is a equals b, and the second equation can be solved by putting everything on the same side. So let's go ahead and replace a with b. So we get b plus b equals 6 minus b. That means b plus b is 2b, or not 2b. Yay, I got it finally. And then add the other b, you get 3b. Okay, 3b equals 6 implies b equals 2, and a equals b implies a equals 2. So a and b are both equal to 2. But our assumption was, if you remember, that f of x is in this form, ax plus b. Therefore, f of x is going to be 2x plus 2. And that is going to be the only solution to this equation. And this brings us to the end of the... Okay, let me try this one more time. And this brings us to the end of this video. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Keep up the good work. I'll see you tomorrow with another video. Until then, be safe, take care, and bye-bye.